Welcome back to another episode on Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm an anxiety coach who helps people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I'm going to be talking about is hope. I know I talked about this a few times, but I think it's such an important thing to have, and it's such an important thing to refresh your memory with, because I know a lot of us, and I remember even me, whenever I was going through anxiety, we have those down moments and we feel like we are in the gutter and we cannot overcome this thing, and it doesn't seem like whatever we do that we will be able to heal ourselves, and that really makes us feel hopeless. And also on top of that, thinking that you're going to be stuck like this for the rest of your life can really, really destroy someone. And I want to help you guys out and show you that there is hope. And I want to tell you guys a little story that I read a few years ago, this book that I read about this guy who used to smuggle drugs from India. And he has been doing this for years. He was just somebody that needed to make money for his family. And this is what all he knew. And he had an opportunity to go to India to smuggle some drugs to bring it back. I think it was in the States or somewhere else. I don't know exactly. I forgot the name of the book. And what happened was that his wife didn't want him to go. And she said, "Don't go. It's not worth it." And he's like, this one last time, we're just going to make the money, and I'll take this money, because he used to make a lot in every single run. And he said, this is going to be the last time, and then afterwards, I'm going to invest the money and do something else with it. She was very against it, but he still didn't listen, and he ended up going. And what happened was that he got caught. He got caught in India before he was taking off. The customs over there caught him smuggling drugs and arrested him. And he goes into such detail about what happens to him when they're in prison. And it's not like in the U.S. where the prison is like what he compares it to, like a hotel. He says over there's 500 people outside in a court. Is 2,000 people, I think, in a court that only can fit 500 people. And that's where they will sleep and eat and shower and everything. And he would explain the struggles that he had to go through every single day, the food and the water and sleeping outside and dealing with rats and everything, what was going on. And he was really, really depressed because of his situation. And all he was thinking about his wife and kids. And the system, he was saying, the system in India is completely, completely different than it is in the U.S. And the system over there with the courts, he's like, they put me whatever year they want without any evidence, without any due process or anything like that. You just sit in front of a court, in front of a judge, and whatever he deems you, the amount of years that you need to sit, that's what it's going to happen. And what happened is that I think he got more than 20 years or even more. I don't remember how many years exactly. I read this book years ago, but he got 20 years, I think, or even more. And he felt in a really depressed state of mind because he said, I'm never going to get out of this. And until he got his court date was about 5 or 6 years until he actually got a court date for his sentencing. He didn't even get his sentence yet, and he sat down for a few years in prison before he even was able to go in front of a court to see if he was guilty or not. And the thing is that he thought he was going to be stuck like that for the rest of his life. He thought that he was going to be in prison for the rest of his life, and he's not going to be able to get out or see his family or anything like that. And they didn't let his family to come or anything like that. They didn't allow the visitations or anything. And what ended up happening is that whenever he went to the courthouse and after they gave him the sentencing, he was in shock, and he told the guard, he's like, do you mind if I just go to the bathroom real quick? And the guard, he agreed, and he went to the bathroom. What was interesting, in the bathroom of the courthouse, there was a window over there, and he looked outside. He's like, maybe this is an opportunity for me right now to escape. Maybe this is my only chance to escape, because he said in prison you cannot escape that prison. It's impossible. He's like, maybe this is my opportunity right now. And what ended up happening, he actually took that opportunity and he he jumped out of the window and he started to run away. He started his escape from his prison, from the Indian prison. And thankfully, he was able to reach the border. I forgot where it was, the border exactly. Again, I read this book years ago, but he was able to reach the border and get back to his family. And whenever they interviewed him, they told him, did you ever believe that you would be able to overcome and actually, see your family again? He's like, no, I didn't think that I was able to overcome. And it was crazy, the opportunity that I have from the window. And they were searching for him. They were literally searching for him all over, and they couldn't find him, thankfully. And he was able to escape and get back to his family. This is something, guys, that we can look at as to see that somebody like that was stuck in an Indian prison, that we are stuck in our own prison. We are stuck in our anxiety prison, which seems like there is no escape from, which seems like everything is hopeless, that no matter what we're going to do, we can't overcome that. And I know where you're coming from, guys. I know how hard it is. And I know what the struggle is. But I want to let you know that there's hope. There is hope, and that you will be able to get out of your anxiety prison, and that you will one day be free. And I'm speaking from my own experience of escaping this prison. I know how it feels like it's if everything is closing in on you and that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I know what that feeling is, but I want to let you know, I want to be your guide into showing you, because from my own experience, like, hey, I know where you are right now, but let me show you the way. Let me show you the light of how to overcome this thing, of how to escape this prison, and that there is a way in doing it. The only thing is that, of course, we need to know the right way and the right guidance. That's what it is. We have to have the right guidance in order for us to overcome this, in order for us to escape this prison. But I want to let you know again that it's possible to escape this anxiety prison. It's not not going to be the end of your story. It's right now, your current story, and this is something that you may need to go through in order for you to make certain changes in your life. And I'm speaking from myself, that I had to make certain changes because of my anxiety, which forced me to take different actions and to do different decisions in my life in order for me to start feeling much better. And until today, I have a certain lifestyle that I need to keep up in order for me to be mentally healthy. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the lifestyle. You get used to it, but it's so much better. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, for me, spirituality is such a big thing. Like, I connect whenever I connect much better with God, I just feel much calmer. I have this clarity all of a sudden, and I feel much better and I feel much calmer. And that helps me tremendously. So for me, I need to do certain things in order to keep up with that, to make sure that I'm continuously improving myself in the spiritual sense. Of course, mentally as well, and also emotionally and physically. I have to keep it up in order for me to start feeling better. It's like whenever, I remember I used to listen to a lot of motivational videos, and they always say that just because you listen to a motivational video doesn't mean that everything is going to be fixed now. He's like, you got to continuously listen to it over and over and over again. It's like taking a shower. Just because you took a shower once doesn't mean that you no longer need to take a shower. No, you need to continuously do it over and over and over again in order for you to continuously stay clean. So same thing with our anxiety. It's a certain lifestyle, but again, there's one thing at a time, one step at a time. And I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed by that. But I want to let you know that there's a way of getting out of it. And I want to show you guys how to do it. And this is why I do the podcast. This is why I do one-on-one sessions. This is why I provide the 30-minute free consultation as well. This is why I provide Calmly. Whatever I can do in order for you guys to feel much better, this is what I do. This is what I'm going to provide you guys, because I know I've been in that hole. I've been in your situation, and I know how hard it is. I know what you're struggling with. I know the battles that you're dealing with every single day. And when I speak with people one-on-one, I already know where their thought is going to jump. When I tell them, you should do this and this and that, but I know what your anxiety is going to say about that. So I know exactly what you guys are going through, and I want to let you know, I know how hard it is, and that one day you will see that you will overcome this and look back, you're like, wow, I cannot believe I did that. If I'm able to do that, then I'm able to conquer anything. And it's going to make you feel so powerful and so confident, because like, hey, I overcame that thing. That thing was impossible. This is like the worst thing in the world. And I was able to do that. Like, wow. And it's going to feel amazing. But guys, don't lose hope. As somebody who overcame their anxiety disorder and has helped other people to overcome it, I want to let you know again that it's possible for you to overcome this. It's going to happen for you one day, but just take steps every single day to get to your goal and take the right steps and have the right guidance in order for you to get to that place where you're going to be anxiety free. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because this way we're able to reach more people. And the more people that we can actually reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because my mission in this world, my purpose is to help people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally and show them that it's possible to overcome. Thank you guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.